Chapter 11 Ocean Basins. Recall that the legislation here fall on the campus here, and the other part of the legend is branches of or concentrate. Oceanis crate is dense, burst and freezes from 5 to 10 kilometers thick. In contrast, continental growth is model of less dense grains and averages 20 to 40 kilometers thick. That Earth is oceans. Ocean cover about 71% of the country's surface. The Pacific Ocean is the Latin and deepest ocean. It covers an trenches of Earth's surface more than all lands combined. The Atlantic Ocean covers about half the area of the Pacific. The Indian Ocean is the small of the Grand Ocean above and lies partly in the Scanhar. The Asia floor is about 5 kilometers and about in most parts and the ocean basis about is only 2 and 3 kilometers about of limits oceans ranges and cap flowing to 10 kilometers depth in computer threads. Studying the sea floor 75 years ago. Consider hand-based map of the mountain of the sea floor. The moon is clear, visible in the night sky, and we can find in scan white telescope. The sea floor, on the other hand, is deep, dark, and impossible to homas. Sea floor daring makes develop of oil exploration. Also, take core completely for oxygen care. Large drainage are mounted on overhead placements and on respective flats.
The mid-oceanic ridge. The mid-oceanic ridge system is a continuous submarine mountain chain that encircles the globe. Fig 11 to 7b. Its total length exceeds 80,000 kilometers and it is more than 1,500 kilometers width in places. The ridge rises an average of 3 kilometers above the surrounding. Sediment and rocks of the deep sea floor. Sediment is solid material that is moved and deposited at new location. Sediment can consist of rocks and mineral, as well as the remains of plants and animals. Seismic profiling and sea floor drilling show that oceanic crust varies from about 5 to 10 kilometers thick and consists of 3 layers. The lower two are basalt and the upper is sediment. Seamounts and oceanic islands. A seamount is a submarine mountain that rises 1 kilometer or more above the surrounding seafloor. An oceanic island is a seamount that rises above sea level. After a volcanic island forms, it begins to sink. 3 factors contribute to the sinking. First, if the mantle plume stops rising. Second, the wake of the newly formed volcano causes isostatic sinking. Third, Erosion lowers the top of the volcano.
Geologic structure, mountain and range and continents. Geologic structure is any vital fragments by rock deformation. Tectonic forecasts create three types of geologic structure: faults, faults, and joints. Factor the control behavior. 1. The nature of material. 2. Temperature. 3. Pressure. 4. Time. Fault. A fault is bend in rock fig 12 to 3. Some fault rocks display little or no fracturing, indicating that the rock's deformation in plastic manner. In other case, folding occurs by combination of plastic deformation and brittle fracture. Faults from in manner exhibit many tiny fractures. This demonstration illustrates three characteristics of faults. 1. Folding usually results from conversive stress. 2. Folding always shortens the horizontal distance in rock. 3. What usually occurs is a repeating pattern of many faults as illustration using clay. Fault. A fault is bend in rock fig 12 to 3. Some fault rocks display little or no fracturing, indicating that the rock's deformation in plastic manner. In other case, folding occurs by combination of plastic deformation and brittle fracture. Faults from in manner exhibit many tiny fractures. This demonstration illustrates three characteristics of faults. 1. Folding usually results from conversive stress. 2. Folding always shortens the horizontal distance in rock. 3. What usually occurs is a repeating pattern of many faults as illustration using clay.
Joint. A joint is a fracture in rock and is therefore similar to a fault, except that in a joint rocks on either side of the fracture have not moved. We have already discussed columnar joint in basalt and jointing cast. Joint and faults are important in engineering, mining, and quarrying because they are planes of weakness in otherwise strong rock. A dam constructed and jointed rock often leaks, not because the dam has a hole but because water follows the fractures and seeps around the dam. You can commonly see seepage caused by such leaks in the walls of a canyon downstream from a dam. Mountain range and continents. Mountains grow along each of the three types of tectonic plate boundaries: folding and faulting of rocks, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, intrusion of plutons, and metamorphism all occur at a convergent plate boundary. Continent collision. Continental collision is a phenomenon of plate tectonics that occurs at convergent boundaries. Continental collision is a variation on the fundamental process of subduction. Zone is destroyed, mountain produced, and two continents suture together. By about 55 million years ago, subduction had consumed all of the oceanic lithosphere between India and Asia. Then the two continents collided. Because both are continental crust, neither could sink deeply into the mantle. Igneous activity then ceased because subduction has stopped. The collision did not stop the northward movement of India, but it did slow it down to about 5 centimeters per year. Summary: a geologic structure is any feature produced by the formation of rocks. Geologic structures consist of faults, which reflect predominant plastic rock behavior, and faults and joints, which form by rupture. Faults usually form when rocks are compressed.